Welcome back to Season Sessions, where we talk about the black news of the week.
Yeah, what's been going on?
I forgot what to say then.
In the world, in the UK, and further afield. Shit's going down.
Further afield than the world.
Well, no. But you know, just, there's just so much going on this week. So much.
But also nothing.
But also everything. It's just...
But also nothing.
Well, how are you?
It's a long week. The weather's shit. I was saying, the weather app is just like lying to me every day.
Oh, okay. Let me give you some insider information.
What?
Ben put me on this, but it's honestly genius.
What, Met Office?
Yeah, scrap all the freaking other news apps. Met Office, you go straight to the source. It tells you everything about it. Like, let me not throw my phone. It tells you how it's going to feel. It tells you...
What do you mean how it's going to feel?
Like
the temperature?
Yeah, but it tells you how... Okay, I have no service. But it tells you, it tells you like... Is it, 18 degrees, but really it feels like 13. It tells you pollen count. It tells you hour by hour precipitation.
And if the weather says the exact
No,
same.
it's more accurate.
And
because we both know what we've been looking at. The weather app has not been in alignment with what actually is happening.
It
with
hasn't,
the weather.
but that's because of the planes.
But I just think Met Office is everybody. If you want accurate weather,
but what about AccuWeather? It's
AccuWeather.
It's in your name.
No, exactly. That just like makes you think.
I've not been able to do any plans properly because I'm like, oh, it's rain out, and then I'm sat inside looking at the sky all day. I'm like, why is the sun shining? How dare you shine?
It's really annoying. Like we're bitches to the sun.
Are we?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
Like if the sun isn't out, we're not out.
Yeah, because it's raining. Why should I go out? And it's cold.
But then it lies.
Yeah,
but it's not even that cold. It's just rainy.
It isn't
like
that
sideways
cold.
rain as well.
When it's like proper in your face, you can't even shield yourself.
You know, in Simpsons movie, where they put that big dome over them.
Yeah.
I think we could do with a little bit of that somehow.
How were they getting weather when the dome was over them?
Well, no, they weren't. This was a cartoon. But I think like a temporary little bit of like a gazebo over the country.
I'm just trying to think. How are they getting oxygen?
Again, cartoon.
Can you... okay.
I think there might have been a little hole.
No, I'm like... I guess you can still get oxygen because it's like a greenhouse and greenhouses have oxygen.
I just think it would be nice to be able to... Oh, no, my water's leaking. It would be nice to be able to sit outside. See, I sit inside, I get wet. I sit outside, I get wet. Everything's too much rain.
May 17th is on the way, so I actually don't care anymore. I was just bothered because of having to sit outside. But indoor seating is...
But are you going to feel... I don't think I'm going to be able to fully relax.
I'm going to force myself.
No, because you get a bit silly.
Myself.
Next thing you know, you've got COVID.
No, like, I wouldn't be silly, but, like, it depends. Like, can restaurants open again fully, or is it, like, split capacity?
I think it's split capacity. I remember last time, Eat Out to Help Out era.
Yeah.
It was
iconic.
The golden age. That's something we're going to tell our grandchildren about. But in Eat Out to Help Out, don't you think it was weird vibe in the restaurant? It was just like so spacey. You know, I like to go to a restaurant and like see the other people's tables.
I didn't do it.
Oh.
No. I was away.
Oh. Enjoying life.
I missed out on the peak of catching COVID.
It's just like, you can't drink too much because then you get sloppy and then you catch COVID.
But you can drink if you want to.
Yeah, but if you're me and you get a bit silly. And then you go to the bathroom, no one's social distancing.
Because it's a bathroom. How are you supposed to do that? No one's social distancing anymore anyway. When I was on the tube the other day, Jubilee line, you know what a Jubilee line is like, I thought we all mentally told ourselves that, you keep one space. No, completely packed. Sardines even.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I think it's over. The days are over.
Yeah, I haven't been on the tube in over a year.
I
don't think I'm going to be going back on. But I got on the overground. But I just do a thing where I carry two, like you got your cardigan, you got your bag. You just put them on either side and everyone gives you dirty looks. But
Yeah.
I don't want people sitting.
But you're supposed
I'm
to do
doing the
space.
rules.
You're supposed to do space,
But
but
yeah.
on the DLR they're doing space. But on the tube, well, I guess because it's still busy. Like, what are you gonna do?
People have got to get to places. Like,
Not go to work because of. But also, people aren't wearing masks. It's Wild West. Just because you're vaccinated, you're still carrying shit. It's all the old people. I think because they're old.
I do wonder about the older people, because if
They're
I
moving
was
a bit wild.
if I was older, I would be like, I really don't want to catch COVID, but they're just like mask off.
No, because
Bustle,
no,
hustle.
now they're vaccinated.
Well, they don't care,
They're not gonna get COVID like that.
but there's still a chance. It's not 100% vaccination.
Yeah, but it's like contraception is not 100%. You're just moving.
Yeah,
You're just
and then
moving.
there's one person who slips up a little
It's just
bit, and they
it's
got
gonna be
twins.
yeah. That's it's just like just got to move with the times. But then, just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean that you're not carrying it. So, just because you're vaccinated and safe, you should still have your mask on because your hot breath is gonna touch my face, and now I'm gonna get COVID. That's what I don't think that's.
But you have
computing.
immunity.
It's finished now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow,
guys.
time flies when
Isn't it?
you sit in your house. And
I I think immunity is like 5 months.
Wow.
So I'm like coming up to the end. I'm losing my powers, and I have to start being extra safe.
Well, I heard a rumor. Well, not a rumor. I heard someone say we're getting close to the old herd immunity that we've all been waiting for.
I don't even really understand what herd immunity is.
It means that so many people. But then, yeah, if we don't have immunity permanently, how does it work? It means that so many people have had it that.
That we're immune.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Like, I don't know. I wish I had.
We need a
said it.
scientist. I don't really get how it works, but are we all just gonna get vaccinated?
At some point.
Does herd immunity cancel out vaccination?
No. I think that's also part of it. So between vaccinations and people getting it, it's like it's
I
not,
don't understand.
I don't know. It's like old. It's old now. Like in where we are, at least. Like if you hear someone has COVID, it's like, what now?
Yeah, I just think that it's still killing. Like it's still a killer. But like
it's very much
people
alive.
people aren't taking it as seriously anymore. But yeah, how was your week? Same old.
Same old.
Hear that.
Same old. I repotted my plants, so that's the life I lead now. It's not really interesting on the podcast. It's very interesting for me though.
All of them.
I didn't do like the maths properly, so I took some out, and then I was like, actually, I don't have pots for you. And it was a whole thing. And then I read that some plants, if you touch them, it stunts their growth.
Just by touching them.
Yeah, high maintenance. So
Which one was that? Is that
peace lily? Come on.
Peace lilies are high maintenance. And then what's that one that is like this? You know.
And that's like many.
No.
That's like all the plants.
No, it's like this, and the leaves look like zebras.
Oh yeah, I don't.
You know
business
that
with
one.
That. Yeah, no.
That one. That is my. I hate her so much. I hate her so much. Martha. No, sorry, not Martha. Marlene. Marlene is what she's called. She's a bitch. She's always dying, and then she's resurrecting, and then she's dying. I honestly want to throw her out.
Don't throw her out. No, because you know what? The one you hate the most becomes the one you love the most.
No,
Because my one, Spike. Spike was high maintenance. How Spike is in a big pot.
I like the ones that just. It takes a lot for me to kill you. Fidelis. He got sunburnt in the sun. It's a Monstera plant.
Oh.
And he got sunburned, but he's still alive.
That's
and
what
then
you want. A
He's
survivor.
still alive, so he looks like he's got real character because half his leaves are burnt. Because I didn't know he couldn't do direct sunlight. And then half his leaves are burnt. And then after that, he sprouted 3 new leaves. Fidelis, and then one of the burnt ones is now dying because it's been over a year. And I'm just like, I might throw a funeral. We've been through it. That was my first plant.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Killing your first part. That's a milestone.
No, we haven't killed it.
No, but
He's
come on.
died.
Yeah.
He's died natural causes.
I also grew. This is like very locked down. I grew 2 avocado trees from avocados that I ate. I feel very like
Avocado
salt
trees
of the earth.
in this London air.
Yeah, I mean, there's no avocados on them, but they're still trees, leaves.
So you grew a tree
An avocado tree.
with no avocados.
It takes 20 years. So in 20 years' time, In 20 years' time,
It
when
takes
I'm
20
eating, when I'm
years.
eating my personal avocado, I would be thinking about lockdown, pandemic.
It takes 20 years to grow an avocado.
Tree. In this climate.
Oh, so not like naturally.
I also think there's also a strong possibility that I may never grow avocados from them.
Oh, okay.
But they look nice.
Right.
Why
With no
recommend it?
avocados.
Well, yeah, what do you want me
Why
to
don't you just
do?
call it a tree?
Because it's not just a tree.
It just look like a normal tree.
No. I should have taken a picture. Anyway.
I don't get it. Okay.
That's what I've been doing, really.
Should we do shout outs?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going first.
I'm looking for mine, sorry.
My shout out of the week is Arlo Parks, who won Best British Breakthrough Artist at the Brit Awards. She makes good music. She's got a good style. I really like what she wore at the Brits.
Yeah.
And I like her music. She's good vibes. I also feel like
I didn't like
Breakthrough.
her shoes though. She looked like Giuseppe.
Wait.
You know, like like Pinocchio.
Yeah, I do.
You know, like the shoes that they wear in Pinocchio.
What, like chunky.
Yeah, like Giuseppe. Like I say Giuseppe, I mean like no Geppetto.
Yeah, I'm
Like
like
Geppetto,
Giuseppe.
Geppetto shoes.
No, I love a chunky shoe.
I like a chunky shoe. This
No.
is like Geppetto chunky.
The chunkier the shoe. No, the shoes were good. I
on
like
chunky, did you
that.
see that Creepers are coming back?
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
I'm so
I am so happy.
because the emos are back in it.
Do you know what? Maybe I'll go back.
No, it's too late for you.
I don't want to damage my hair.
It's too late for you. But I might bring my creepers out
Yeah.
of storage if my mum hasn't thrown them away.
Do you know where my creepers are?
Where?
In our office.
Why?
They were in my. You know when Rihanna did her Fenty creepers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had those. Do you remember those? Like halfway between. So it's like your post emo.
No, Hanifa, you were wearing creepers way past when you should
No.
have been. What are you talking about? You were wearing creepers in the office.
No, they were like they were there for like emergency shoes. But
that was years after.
no, the Fenty creepers were really nice.
Fenty creepers came out when we were in like first year of uni.
No, okay,
You were
these are
wearing-
not the ones that I wanted. No.
You mean like the
these.
Puma ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't
So
agree
that was-
with that. No,
I
they're
love
not.
them.
They're not the creepers.
Oh, you want the original creepers?
That's what I had.
Pointy, angry ones.
Not the point.
Are you working through some shit?
No, they
Are
remind
you
me
going
of
through a
like.
tough time right now.
They remind me of like Jack from what's
Nightmare
that
Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's like proper Jack shoes.
Yeah,
The pointy ones. I never had the pointy ones. I just had like the normal roundy ones. But not like the point. You know the ones that had like points, but like even the top was white. They were doing too much.
Yeah.
Oh god, just get the plain back roundy ones.
Yeah, no, I love a curvy creeper.
Just a normal, average. I reckon they're expensive now though.
Head down to Camden Market.
They were quite expensive at the time. I remember them being £90. A £90 shoe
£90 shoes back in the day.
in 2010 was like, whew. Yeah, I had to really convince my mum to get those.
I stuck to my £40 Converses.
Yeah.
Who's your shout out?
My shout out is, I've lost it. I've lost it, Hanifa.
I've
got it. I've got it. Thank you. Yes, on the theme of the Brits, my shout out is, well, not on the theme of the Brits though, just Little Mix. Nikki Nax from Nikki Diaries, or Nikki actually, her name is just Nikki. Nikki is my shout out because she interviewed Leanne around her race documentary that's coming out soon. The interview was great. It's like 80 minutes long. It's on BBC Three. BBC Three have tweeted it out. I think it's just on socials. But it's good because, you know, like when Leanne announced that she was doing that doc and everybody slated her for it.
Yeah.
It was good to see like how everyone just jumps on a flipping bandwagon.
Yeah.
And like, so because the doc isn't even really about colorism. She was just like, that's just one of the topics because how are you going to do a thing about race without colorism? And then also I remember seeing, I know everybody that was jumping down her neck initially when it came on, but they've all changed the tune now on Twitter saying that, oh, this is great, you're really speaking out. But at the time, everyone was like, why would Leanne do a documentary about colorism as a light-skinned woman? But it was, I think Nikki did a good job interviewing her, just bringing out what the whole thing's going to be about, and I'm excited to see the doc now. Keisha from Sugar Babes, isn't it?
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Leanne also broke down when she was chatting about it, but she like does a like a round table of like the black pop stars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like her,
Alexandra Burke, right?
Alexandra Burke, Ray, Keisha from Sugar Babes, and I feel like there's somebody else, and Neo. And then they just all talk about their different experiences with race in the thing. Also, just keeping on this theme of Little Mix, isn't it crazy that they're the first British group to win that are female?
Yeah, but it doesn't surprise me because they were also like the first and only band to win girl band to win X Factor.
Yeah, but
People don't like women.
Clearly, because I'm just like, you must
underestimate.
really hate us because like this is like the Spice Girls is in the Brits time, so Spice Girls never won.
No.
That's mad. Like,
because it's the thing,
you guys hate us so much.
It's also the thing of, you know, it really annoys me. Things that like girls love are always seen as like dumb. So it's like, oh, you love the Spice Girls, you're a dumb girl. It's like, actually, no, they made
just
good
because
music.
you like Oasis. Oh God.
Yeah, like also you can like both and be
fine.
But Little Mix are really good.
Little Mix are good. I hope they. It's just that I feel like they're never getting like all the respect they deserve. I'm glad they're taking a break now. I reckon they planned their pregnancies together because it seemed like they weren't going to get a break otherwise.
I feel like it might, you know, lockdown side effect, isn't it?
Yeah, also that. But it just seems like they're constantly working.
Yeah.
And like they're always touring. There's never not a Little Mix tour happening or selling. And then there's always an album coming out constantly. But now like I hope they have like a 1-2 year break.
They're very busy.
I don't know what's face is gonna do. What's the other one called?
Jade.
Yeah.
She's living life. She's having a great time.
She'll be fine. She'll just be gallivanting around as much as she can. Maybe she'll do a PLT line.
Don't you feel old? And yeah, I feel like seeing them having babies makes
How
me
old
feel
are they?
old and young at the same time.
Are they older than us?
They're
Are they
like
younger than us?
No, they're older than us.
Please.
They're older than us. But I just
Let
like
me see.
they've been in our lives since we were like 15, and now they're gonna be mothers.
We are
And like
27, Hanifa.
we've been through.
We are 27,
No, but like
Hanifa.
we've been through the you know the Zayn. Shout out to my ex.
Yeah.
You know everything.
Oh, they're like touching 30. That makes me feel a bit better.
No, but it's just like, obviously I don't know them, but I feel like, wow.
We've been through it.
I know. I've followed the journey.
We've been through it.
And now.
Well,
But yeah.
now they're old. How old? Perry's the oldest, right?
I don't know them like that. You're like into Little Mix, right?
No, Perry's not the oldest. Maybe she's the youngest. Perry's 27.
Oh, yeah.
Leanne's touching 30. I reckon Jade looks tiny. Maybe she's just small. But I am very into them. I really support them. I support everything they do. They've never done a wrong thing in my eyes. And the music slaps. And I only realised I was a super fan a couple years ago.
I remember.
Yeah, it was a revelation. And now I've I've not stopped since. But yeah, it's wild that they've won that award.
Right, the first. Sugar Babes.
That's what I'm saying. Girls allowed, Hanifa. Girls allowed. Girls allowed. Sugar Babes.
else is-
Spice fucking girls.
Who else is that? That's Mystique.
Mystique
But,
weren't gonna.
yeah, all
They weren't
black,
gonna
so
win.
Come on, let's just be real.
They've only just started nominating.
No,
black
sorry.
people for
Sugar
the
Babes
Brits.
are really good.
Sugar Babes were up there, but even if you're doing like, okay, let's talk about number ones. Girls Aloud was smashing that shit out.
Yeah,
no,
but
Girls
that was-
Aloud really had their moment, but also the Spice Girls. You telling me Destiny's Child never won? What's going on?
Wait, are you talking?
Is it British bands or is it just bands?
I think it's British.
Okay, let's remove
no,
Destiny's
yeah.
Child then. But like, even still, Spice Girls.
Who else is there? How old is the Brits? Because what about like the back in
What
the
about
day,
the
like,
Saturdays?
the Bangles and all those ones?
No, I don't think it's that
How old
old.
is it?
Let me find out. Brit Awards.
Those are all the British girl bands.
No, Saturdays.
Oh yeah, no offense to the Saturdays, but that's a whole different ball game.
No, I feel like they should have. The Saturdays had something. It's 43 years old.
In 43 years, they're saying no British girl band has been good enough.
When Jerry did that dress thing, that wasn't the year she was gonna get an award.
Not even like Spice World the movie.
Wild. I think that's it. What else? Is that all the girl bands we have? You don't have a lot of girl bands.
Who's your favourite British girl band ever?
Of all time? I want to say... Who's yours?
Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to say Sugar Babes.
Sugar Babes.
Sugar Babes era. Keisha, Heidi,
Matoya.
Motya.
Is it Mutya?
Yeah.
I thought it was Matoya.
No.
Motya.
Really not. That era, you know, the whole... although, actually, I did like before Heidi got in as well.
With that ginger one.
Siobhan, yeah.
I don't remember her.
Overload.
I really don't
remember
her at all.
Ugly. I'm not going to sing it because we won't have the legal rights. But go to YouTube, listen to Ugly by the
That
Sugar
song
Babes.
that
It's a
they
good
did
song.
for that rom-com. What's that? Two Lost? What's that? That song hits
Love Actually.
so... Yes.
Yes.
That song hits so good. So I'm actually on the list of...
What, British girl band?
No, of like the people that have been nominated and who's won in the past for the British group. Women haven't been nominated for a long time.
Classic.
So the award started in 1977. The Beatles won it first. Whatever.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine for them. And then
Although 77 is late, but anyway.
Yeah. Right.
I suppose it's like we just started. They got to start out with a bang.
Right. Yeah. So the Spice Girls, Shakespeare's
sister.
are they? Is that women?
It was two women, yeah.
Right. So
They did win, or
no,
is it one
they didn't.
woman?
I don't know. I've never even heard of them.
Oh, you'll know the song.
Oh, okay. Is Jamiroquai a group? Is it the one person?
Just one guy with the big hat.
Why is it not? Why is it on the nominations?
Oh, it must have been one of those things where
Oh, when it's one person singing and then there's
It's
one
like
person playing the pianos and they say it's a group.
Bon Iver is a group.
What?
Bon Iver, whatever. Bon Iver. I learnt that like 2 weeks ago. I thought it was just one man. It's one of those things where it sounds like a name, like Bon Jovi. Is also a group.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
What?
I think.
I don't think so. That's one person. The Spice Girls got nominated in 1997. Along with Ocean Colour Scene, never heard of them. Lightning Seeds, never heard of them. Cooler Shaker, never heard of them. And Manic Street Preachers.
Okay.
Preachers.
Did they
and
win?
Manic Street won.
Okay, that's... It would make sense. It makes more sense than those other two random ones winning.
It's just like, I think at the time, Jamiroquai has been nominated a few times for this group. Like, are we sure? Like, is it more? How many people is it?
I can't even spell it, yeah.
Oh, the Sugar Babes were nominated. Yeah, I forget that Coldplay is in this from this country. Of course, if Coldplay are going to be nominated for anything, nobody else is going to win. But Sugar Babes were nominated the same year as Oasis, Doves, Blue, and Coldplay.
And Coldplay won.
Obviously.
Jamiroquai has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in it.
6?
And
What are the rest of them doing? There's only one There's only one person. What?
I
Are we
think
thinking about the same group?
how many
Hat.
Jamiroquais do you
Maybe
think there are?
there's, I didn't
Hat
know
Man.
he was British.
Yeah. Hat Man, he's like front man. JK.
Okay.
I don't really get that.
Oh, okay. So I think, do you know what? The UK does have some poppy music. I forget that we have really great bands. There's one thing that we do is great bands. We don't do good solo people. We do great bands.
Go on.
Which is why, so when the Sugar Babes got nominated again, the following year, it was like between them, Busted, the Coral, Radiohead. I forgot Radiohead was from this country.
I forgot about Radiohead.
And The Darkness.
Oh my gosh,
The Darkness won.
Oh. It's a mix of like genre and audience there though.
And then when Girls Aloud got nominated twice in a row, in the first one it was them, Editors, Kaiser Chiefs, Take That, and Arctic Monkeys. Obviously Arctic Monkeys took it. And then the other one was Coldplay, Radiohead, Take That, and Elbow.
Elbow
Won.
about Elbow.
And I feel like I've been reading this for so long now.
Wow, we do actually British bands.
That's what we've got. We have
do
like
it well.
pop-in bands.
Good
So
groups.
like,
Get
but
together.
even still, like, give the girls a chance. give the girls a chance.
Well, I'm glad that they won.
Yeah. But yeah, as we've been talking about that for ages, my next shout out is
Oh, you have more than one.
I had another one, yeah. Black Eats London is doing a brand new black owned food market.
Oh, nice.
Next weekend on the 22nd and the 23rd of May. If you're in Hackney, around, oh my God, Bohemia Place. Do you know where that is? I don't know where that is.
Familiar with its...
Wait, Bohemia Place. I think I'm going there tomorrow. Anyway, it's in the Bohemia Place and it's from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it's free entry and it's just like black-owned business stalls, food bits and drink bits. Because you know Black Eats has all those lists. So it's like multiple people from those lists coming together. And now it's going to be a regular thing every third weekend of the month, and they're going to do that all the time.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I do like that.
I love when it's a thing that's regular because you see it and then you're like, oh, I missed it. But then you can go.
I am going to go next week for sure. So if you want to see the tea, it'll be on my Insta stories, like, definitely. And those are the shout outs, and we're already halfway through because I wasted 10 minutes talking about the nominations.
So going into the news, it's been a very heavy news week. And we're filming on Thursday, so today is Eid, but so it'll be happy belated Eid if you do celebrate when this comes out. But it's horrible what is happening in Palestine, in the violence from the government, Israeli government, is awful, really, really horrible.
I would encourage loads of people to read up on it because I feel like there's so much misinformation. Loads have been floating around. I'm getting sent a million things from my parents that I don't know where they're getting it from, to be honest. WhatsApp propaganda is really taking its own thing. I have been following the Slow Factory on Instagram for a lot of myth busting.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Just like the things like, right, I have it up here anyway. It's just like myth. Palestine and Israel in conflict. That isn't true. It's like what is happening in Palestine is a settler colonialism, military occupation, land theft, ethnic cleansing. A conflict means that there's equal footing. It's just like you can't say you're in a fight with somebody if the other person is just lying down.
Yeah.
It's just like you're just now beating on that person. So it's just not the case. And essentially Israel is oppressing Palestine. And it's just colonization in the modern day.
Well, yeah, it's the government bombing civilians.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, what is it? 17 children at least, as of today, have died. And it's just like, how can you be like, oh yeah, Palestinians have died fighting? I don't think the children are just
They're not fighting.
Minding their business, trying to exist. It's 2021 and it's like apartheid. It's horrible. And
I guess, but you have to think like apartheid happened not too long ago. Like things, again, like things move very slowly, really and truly. I think, and you like drop your, I don't know, you focus so much on the West sometimes you forget like things are happening in other places that are equally as shit, if not worse. Because this is happening in Palestine, which has also been happening for ages. It's not like it's not like new information, but then it's like you end up being so blind to it. It's like what's happening in China. Everyone's so blind to it, and then it's not even like you forget. It's just that so much happens on your own front door. It's sometimes a bit, you know,
it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming to see another side.
Yeah.
So, but don't be blind to it. But also then don't assume that people are actively ignoring it, because the tweets and the things about people saying that, oh, people only cared about Black Lives Matter, but then don't care about what's going on in Palestine, I think
that's just
it's
like
a
moot point. It's idiotic.
It's stupid.
What does that add? What are you actually doing? What are you actually doing to help to raise awareness by tweeting that?
But you can raise awareness to your thing without making it seem like, you know, I don't know, because they're saying like, oh, I've seen things where people are saying that Palestinians are more oppressed than black people, but this is not oppression Olympics. Like everyone's experience is their own experience, and obviously when BLM happened, there was a massive outcry, and I will say it's probably because it was a Western issue, so then that is why it was more publicized, more politicians were talking, all that whatever, but it doesn't mean that no one's paying attention to what is happening. And also I feel like when politicians, and it also seems to be a split conversation, whereas the BLM thing wasn't too split. So with politicians not speaking so openly about what's happening in Palestine, I feel like there's other conflicts that are pulling them back, and that's most likely money. And then the ones that are supporting Israel, they can just honestly eat a dick. But like that's, yeah. But I feel like there's a lot of money involved, and there's a lot of country debates involved, and they probably can't say too much. Whereas BLM wasn't. I don't know what I'm saying. It wasn't as political.
Yeah, I want to read out Jeremy Corbyn's tweet because I feel like he has added to the conversation in a good way. As he said, the escalation of hostilities overnight in Jerusalem and now Tel Aviv is a direct result of the home invasions in Sheikh Jarrah by government-backed settlers. If it wanted, Israel could halt the bloodshed by ending the siege of Gaza and the occupation of Palestine. Ceasefire is needed now. And I think it's important to remember Israel is it's the state, it's the government.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that.
Yeah.
But,
but we all can't be, they all can't be like Jeremy Corbyn, and most of them aren't, so, you know, just trash.
Good old Jeremy.
But yeah, that's that on that. You just have to highlight it because
we're all part. It's not quote unquote black news, but we're part of the world. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you can't, if you're against oppression, you got to be against all the oppression.
Yeah,
Can't be like, that's not my personal oppression, so I'm not really with that.
Yeah.
Or also, it's just, not to be super cheesy, but like, where is the love? Like
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, just because like people aren't like everybody's people. It's really sad to see that the lack of humanity of what?
I'm sorry. Did Black Eyed Peas redo that song one for BLM?
Who's ringing why are they always ringing the phone?
Why is this happening these days? This phone has never rang before.
Can I go and answer it?
Who's on it? I don't know. Go on then.
Hello? Yeah, no one was there.
It's like the ring.
Oh, imagine.
Your shoes are really squeaky.
All my shoes squeak. Squeaky shoes.
No, when I said the Black Eyed Peas where did they redo that for BLM? Am I dreaming that?
I think you dreamt that.
I thought they redid it. Because that was like their answer to oppression.
No, but to be honest though, where is the love?
It doesn't exist. It only exists in your own doorstep. People don't like to extend it too much. Because last time people extended it, it caused hella drama. People don't like to extend it too much.
I just think
people want to be comfortable.
Yeah, but you can be comfortable without without stepping on someone else.
True, but you can't be comfortable and fight for the other person. You have to bring yourself out of your comfort zone.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of that, there are petitions. There are who was I following? I don't have any service, so I can't direct people. But yeah, Middle East Eye has is a good source as well to see what's,
for information.
Yeah, see what's happening. But yeah, there's petitions. So you can email your MP if you're at university. Email your university. But yeah,
email your university for what? They helping
to put pressure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. If your university is helpful, I saw somebody doing a TikTok the other day when I went to Brunel and they asked Brunel for an extension on their thing, and Brunel just approved it, saying that was fine. When I asked for an extension because of mental health, Brunel told me to prove my depression, and if I can't prove my depression, then I can't get an extension. And I was like, how am I supposed to prove that exactly?
Yeah.
How would I approve that? Some unis are shit.
Uni is weird because it's like I'm paying you £9,000.
How many lectures a week did you have?
Oh well, I did for my undergrad. I did English.
Yeah.
I had like 6 contact hours, maybe less, like nothing. But then when I did my masters, oh my gosh, it was like a whole new world. I think I had like 30 hours a week.
30 hours a week.
It was disgusting. It
That's
was like
mad.
I almost dropped out. How many hours did you have?
I honestly don't know. I know I had 3 lectures a week and maybe 2 seminars, which weren't long. The only thing that made it long was that we watched a film before because it was film. However, if you were smart, they would tell you the films before, so you'd watch it in bed and then turn up into the lecture. So really, I was doing like 4 hours a week.
Ugh, those were the days.
But it was like I was paying £9,000 to be spoken to 4 hours a week.
Yeah. And then you can't even give a small extension.
Exactly. You don't want to... Where's the... Unis are weird.
My uni would always be on strike as well. Like all the time.
Because it's like, where's the money going?
I don't know, because you're paying for the printing, you're paying for the...
Paying for the printing.
You're paying for the books. I always had library fines.
Yeah, always. And then but the facilities would be like, this place looks old as shit. Why are you not replacing it? Where's the money going? Is lecturer salary that high? It can't be.
Well, no, because they're always striking.
It's true. So lecturer salary is not high.
Upkeep.
It's not upkeep because,
No,
like
actually,
I said, it looks shit.
You're paying for the name. You're paying for the piece of paper. Let's be real. Let us be real. Because how is it that fees jumped from £3,000 a year to £9,000 a year in 1 year? Did they become 3 times more education-y? No.
Educational?
No. See, I paid £27,000 for my education. I don't even know words.
Even more than that.
But I will have to shout out my university. Shout out to University of Sussex. They gave everybody in our year the opportunity to do a master's for free, because we were paid £27,000.
Really? Brunel, you're slacking.
I had to pay for my living costs and everything. But
they didn't offer me shit. Brunel is slacking. Oh God, I did enjoy uni though. As much as
those were the days watching Hollyoaks, bit of Neighbours.
Yeah. I started Breaking Bad when I was supposed to do my dissertation. Oh. What a mistake. What a mistake. And then I had to do my dissertation within like a week because I spent all my time watching Breaking Bad. Oh God, that was painful. And then my dissertation advisor refused to see me because he was just like, this is what you get. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine?
That is, yeah. No, sometimes they do get precious like that.
It's like, surely it reflects bad on you if I don't pass this shit.
But it's also like, he should understand your life is clearly not in the best place if you're starting your dissertation a week before. Like,
it was like, I asked for an extension, they wouldn't give it to me, which made me more depressed, and I watched more Breaking Bad. Do you not understand?
That's like, I always know things are going bad in my life when I start watching Criminal Minds. It's like, there's so many episodes that you can just sit in bed and just watch it.
What is my thing? I know, actually I can see it right now. I know my mental health is slipping when I have so many unread emails. Oh. That's when I know if it goes past 200. Right now it's 845. If it goes past 200, something is not well at home, and I'm just like, and anytime I look at it, I'm like, this is a sign that you should be sorting something out. But tomorrow,
another episode of Breaking Bad.
And then also, I know shit's going bad is when I stop watching Friends.
Oh really?
Because I don't get any joy from it anymore.
Friends, I can't be. I thought, let me dip back into Friends. It makes me angry now.
Really?
They're all so immature. I'm like, how did like when I was 12, I was like loving it off. It's like, Rachel's so funny. They're all immature. They all lie to each other. It's like, grow up, Monica and Chandler. You're married. Stop lying to each other. Yeah. Ross, right?
Ross is
what do Ross and Rachel have in common? Nothing. Phoebe's okay. I can get on board with Phoebe. Joey is okay. But it's just like, grow up. people friends.
Yeah, but I do like sometimes I watch it like when it's on Comedy Central by accident, when probably I'm waiting for something else to start, and I'm laughing harder than I was before.
Oh, really?
I think I needed a break, but yeah, when it stops giving me joy, I know something else is wrong. But you know what has given me joy? The Office. I started rewatched The Office.
American.
Obviously. I'm not watching Ricky Gervais.
The British Office is good.
I hate Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
Sorry,
not for you then.
it's just not for me. And I finished it the other day and I cried. I thought it was great. I never watched the last 2 seasons when Michael left anyway, because I was like, I wasn't that into The Office anyway. But now, it was fantastic. Loved it.
It is
every second.
Honestly, vital part of the pandemic. Because I was you a couple of months ago, watched it from start to finish.
Oh, I was like, this is a great show.
Yeah.
Why did I spend years dissing it?
No, because I feel like you need the pandemic.
Yeah, I needed a different headspace.
Yeah.
And I hate Pam and Jim so much.
They are the worst.
So much. And I think Pam is honestly so selfish for not letting Jim to go do his job.
Do you know?
I was just like, I thought there would be a moment when she was like, just go. Just go. I'm like, but you didn't.
The thing that really annoyed me about that is, first of all, when she went to New York,
Yeah.
right, she wasn't nice to Jim,
Yeah.
and he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Then, when he got the job, he does lie a lot.
True.
He shouldn't be hiding. He shouldn't be buying houses without asking first. However,
Yeah.
she was like, no, but she didn't even say why she wanted to stay in Scranton. What exactly is in Scranton for Pam?
Her basicness. She's literally like, okay, the thing is, I don't like Jim, but I know that Jim can do better than Pam.
Ooh.
Because I don't really see what is the attraction with her. Not too sure what's going on. She's very plain Jane, extremely plain Jane, the plainest of Janes. Also, I don't even think she's that good at art.
I like the little building thing.
Yeah, but like, it's not popping like that. So like, I think he could have definitely done better.
Karen, Philippi, whatever her name was.
Yeah. And then I thought she was quite selfish. Because also 3 months, he wanted to go away for 3 months to do a thing. 3 months isn't that long. She made it seem like he said 3 years or something.
Yeah, and she went to New York, and she wasn't nice.
Yeah. Like, even after it just really pissed me off. It really pissed me off.
Also, when she was with Roy the entire time, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
why are you entertaining that? Either break up with your fiance or date the other man.
Yeah, but that's like, I think that happens all the time. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
It's one of them ones where
emotional cheating.
They don't know that they're doing it.
No, I think she knew.
Do you think she knew?
I think she knew.
Know.
That's why I also don't agree. I don't like her as a person.
Who's your favourite character? Also, get in touch. If you've been watching The Office, get in touch at
seasonedsessions at BuzzFeed.com.
Or it's _honey for 2 H's.
Or at Adder and H.
Yeah, and tell us who your favourite character from The Office is.
I think my fave it's between Meredith and Creed.
Oh.
Because Creed is honestly one of the funniest. Creed is the funniest character if you just like actually pay attention to him. Like, I don't know what he's doing most of the time. And then when I read that he's an actual real person and that's his real name, it made it so much better. But like, he's great. And then Meredith really comes to life in the last 2 seasons. They were just shunning her out before, but the last 2 seasons she's great. And I did really enjoy Ryan as well.
He's my favourite. I love him. He's so funny.
Ryan was great.
His like little like smile. He's just an idiot.
He's just so sad. Like, everything about him is so sad. Absolutely pathetic.
Him and I like Nellie as well, actually. She's also pathetic.
Nellie?
Yeah.
Catherine Tate?
Yeah, I like Catherine Tate.
Oh, she was so annoying.
I like her.
She did my head in, but and I also really like Toby because he's so sad. Like, just his life is sad. I didn't know what I hated how Andy turned into a massive arsehole in the last 2 seasons. I was like, I actually hate him.
He went to anger management, right?
He went to anger management and then he pissed off for like 3 months.
He's probably
Which
filming,
when he was
like,
filming The Hangover.
Hangover.
Yeah, pissed off for 3 months on his boat trip or whatever. But then he was just like a consistent asshole, like for the whole thing. And like even how he treated Erin as a girlfriend, I was like, what is wrong with you? Also really like Erin. I really like them all. What was that?
It's my phone has a thing that tells me the time.
And then I really liked how Dwight and Jim became friends at the end.
Oh, they were always friends, though.
No, but like they were open friends. Like they were acknowledging that they were friends. I appreciate that. Another reason why I don't like Jim is that he is so happy to be at one level for his whole life. He has no ambition.
That's what I think annoys me about him. Is he's like, oh, I'm too cool for this.
So leave.
Yeah, and also, like, you're not better than everybody else. You're doing exactly the same job as everybody else.
Yeah.
Just because you hate it doesn't mean you're better.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the time, yeah. Every time he was offered the manager position and then turned it down, I was like, you really have zero ambition in life. You want to be in this one spot for the rest of your life.
Well, no, he didn't.
Which is why then it pissed me off when he showed a tiny bit of ambition. And then Pam was like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, Pam, what? Yeah.
Daryl was good, though. He came into his own.
Yeah, Daryl was cool. Yeah.
Well, we hope you like Office Chat because...
No, I also want to talk the finale. I thought the finale was like, apart from like, I like the whole, it did wrap things up. Michael should have just never returned.
No.
He shouldn't have come back.
I liked it.
If you're going to come back and say 2 lines, you might as well stay where you are.
It was weird that he didn't say much.
Because he was on that Julia Roberts money.
You know my theory.
Yeah, I don't think that's correct.
So my theory, if you care, is that he matured so much that he's kind of sheepish about his past ridiculous behavior. So he just came to share the love, but he doesn't want to say too much and do his normal ridiculousness. It's like old Michael would have like stolen the show, but new Michael is cool. He doesn't have to overcompensate.
But he did. He came. His first thing was a "that's what she said" joke.
Yeah, well, he's still Michael.
So I think they should have just done it fully. But like, if you're not gonna do it properly, what's the point?
I reckon he was filming something where, you know, if you got to learn loads of lines, that if you learn any other lines, it would take away from the lines that you had to learn.
Right. Steph said something similar, but I was like, he played Michael Scott for like, I don't even know how long. You could have improv'd easily.
Well, why didn't you reach out to him? Ask.
I just feel like, why weren't you giving us? Because if you didn't, I wasn't expecting you to arrive. So if you didn't come, it wouldn't have made a difference. But like,
I was expecting to see his children.
No children, no whatever his girlfriend is called, Holly, nothing.
Yeah, no.
Where's that's not really a map up. I wanted to see how many kids. I don't even know how many kids. 4 kids. No, like what's going on? But I saw Ryan's baby.
Anyway,
but yeah, I might rewatch it again. I'm gonna rewatch Parks and Rec actually.
Oh yeah, I watched an episode of Parks and Rec yesterday.
It's top tier.
Parks and Rec is
the best. It's the best one. It's the best TV show.
It is the funniest show.
100%.
That's like you sit on your own and you laugh.
All the time. Every time.
I know Arrested Development. You know, I had an MRI scan, right? You have to be super still at MRI scan. I messed up the MRI scan because I remembered a joke from Arrested Development. And my whole body was shaking.
But Arrested Development's not on...
It's on Netflix.
Not anymore. Are you sure?
I know for a fact. Well, I was watching it like a few days ago, so...
Oh, I thought I checked the other day and it wasn't there. Oh, okay. I might rewatch it. I feel like you have to be in the mood for it. But I'm gonna rewatch.
It's always sad when because I watched that on loop.
Yeah.
And then I get to the end of season 3 and then I'm like, oh.
It is.
Now I have to watch season 4 and 5. Right.
I actually don't think I ever finished Arrested Development, to be honest.
Season 4 is not good. Season 5 saves it a little bit and is actually it's like not the same, but it's still good. Just finish it.
Okay. All right then. Well, this is the end.
This is the end. This is where we're at.
And thank you for sticking with us through what I will say was
Scrappy.
a pretty bullshit episode.
Times are tough.
Yeah, and I'm tired.
Yeah, and we hope things will be different next week.
Okay, well, bye.
Have a good week.
See ya.
Bye.